So, Ralph, before you started the tutoring with me, how was A-level business going?
It wasn't going very well at the start as I felt like I was falling behind as all the other students had picked business at GCSE. So it was quite hard for me to kind of get up to the level as my teachers were going through kind of the stuff you learn at GCSE quite quickly. So it was a struggle at first, and then I obviously had a business tutor before UJAC, and it wasn't very good. I was still on an E grade, still wasn't doing any good. And then I come to Jack and he helped me a lot and I achieved an A grade, and all my teachers were telling me I'm getting better at business. I'm not the worst in the class anymore. And then I was getting better and better and then finally achieved a grade A at A level business.
Because I say, yeah, you said you had that tutor before me. What was going wrong with them?
I feel like they was just less immersive. Even the group sessions with you, they were much more immersive, and I feel like that's kind of what you need as a student, especially at A level. It's quite a hard subject business, and I feel like the group sessions and the one-on-one time is a really good like collaboration of two things that allowed me to achieve the grade A.
You didn't have the one-to-ones with myself, you had them with Kirsten.
Yeah.
About to say, how did you find the experience having those one-to-ones with Kirsten?
I think the one-to-ones were good. I enjoyed them quite a lot, and they were quite like if you had anything you struggled on, like a certain topic, by the end of the hour you would know the whole thing because obviously she's a really good tutor, so you would know a lot just from the hour. And even if you knew something in the group sessions as well, you would still go through it and you'd be the best at it. Even if you'd learned it in school or you'd revised it and you struggled with it before, you would guarantee be the best at it due to the good teaching.
'Cause yeah, because obviously Kirsten, she's been teaching now 20 odd years. She's
Yeah.
also an examiner for EdExcel. How
Mhm.
was it working with a one-to-one tutor who had such experience, but also as well was that examiner?
Well, she can tell you like the tips and tricks kind of thing. She knows what she's doing. She's really experienced and she's quite nice as well. So it was enjoyable to kind of get that feedback from such a high professional, and it was good to kind of just good to get her like thoughts on certain topics and her way of kind of answering certain questions and the format and the way you should do it.
Because obviously, as you said, when you started with us, you was around that E grade. How
hmm
was that transformation in your confidence?
Like in year 12, I was on the E. I didn't really have much confidence in answering questions, and then obviously I come to you, and it was much more beneficial. I started getting more and more confidence answering the questions in class, and I could see that in the end of topic test, my grades were going up and up, achieving the well at the start it was like a C, and then it just kept going up and up and up to the B, and then finally getting the A in the end of topic test, and then obviously achieving the A.
Because yeah, it was a mixture, isn't it? You obviously had the one-to-ones with Kirsten, going through exams with
Mhm.
me, going through anything personalized, but you also had those group sessions with myself. But I
Yeah.
say, how did you find the group sessions overall?
I think they were quite immersive, which was definitely beneficial for me, especially because even if you have a tutor, they usually maybe will set you off on a task and then kind of leave you to it. But with the group sessions, you're kind of always engaged in with what you're doing because it's enjoyable to do. Like with any other tutor, I haven't really found it enjoyable. So the group sessions made it immersive as you could talk to the people in the group and the tutor being yourself. So I think it was good and very productive, obviously, as well.
Brilliant. I'm glad to hear. Because I know obviously you said before, well, when we had our initial call, obviously that tutor you wasn't really happy with because they was reading off presentation slides
Yeah.
essentially to you. From what I've got down here, obviously you had the additional time in the exams because of, is it dyslexia that you've got?
Dyslexia, yeah, yeah.
How did you find the tutoring experience, with myself, with Kirsten, even though, on this online world, with obviously having dyslexia as well, how did you find the
hmm
overall experience?
I thought the way you presented the work that we had to do, or the way you presented something to learn, it was quite an easy format to follow, and it was kind of basic, which obviously helped me a lot. As if there's like loads and loads of like words on a piece of paper, it could be quite hard if there's loads of information on the side. But it wasn't like that, and you kind of went through even small subtopics like with a lot of detail, which helped me a lot.
Good man. And then, tell me about the exam season itself. Obviously, a very stressful time. You were studying
Yeah,
psychology and economics, very content heavy topics.
yeah.
How was that overall exam season for yourself?
I felt much more confident due to having this tuition in place that my business was quite strong, like come exam season. So I felt quite confident in the business.
And obviously, Mum's obviously not on the call with us, but she was
Hmm.
obviously very worried, which is obviously what
Yeah,
caused the
yeah.
initial call. How how did she find everything? Because obviously she was working with a tutor already with you that didn't seem to be working out well.
Hmm.
How did she find the overall experience?
She found it quite good as well because the one-to-one tutor would always message her and keep her like engaged and involved in what was going on in our one-to-one lessons and in the group sessions as well. So it was good to kind of for her to have that kind of reassurance to show that I am actually improving. And even my teachers were telling her come parents' evening that I was improving. So it was a lot of reassurance for her, and she could see that I was definitely benefiting from it.
I'm about to say my last question is now, obviously we have a lot of students who are thinking about starting tutoring with myself, with
Hmm.
Kirsten, with our team. What message would you have to those individuals who are thinking about starting the tutoring?
I would say 100% go for it. I mean, it is probably the best tuition out there, especially for myself being dyslexic. It was very beneficial and it's very engaging and high quality learning. I'm not just saying this, I'm being honest, but I probably wouldn't change anything. I think it's perfect 'cause you obviously got the website as well, which if you don't understand the topic, you can go straight on there and that's very useful as well, especially leading up to your final exams. Say if you're doing past papers and you quickly go, oh, I don't know that, I don't know that. Then you can quickly just go onto the website and have a 5 minute video and then you know it. So it's very easy and I think it's probably the best tuition out there because I didn't find any like faults in it.